Greetings to you dear friends on the SoftimoTrade channel. In this video I will introduce you to the SoftimoTrade Screener. I'll tell you about its features, why it was created at all and how it should be used. Regarding this screener you can find an article on SoftimoTrade.com. In today's video I will tell you what free screeners are. I will tell you why standard online screeners, in my opinion, are inconvenient for a trader and how to select assets using the SoftimoTrade Screener and its advantages. Market Screener, what is it and what is its essence? The essence of the Asset Screener is that this tool helps us find trading opportunities. Namely, using the example of online screeners such as TradingView and Google Finance. I will show what data they reflect and then move on to a custom screener developed by SoftimoTrade. I'll tell you why it is more convenient and what advantages it has. And so, stock screeners, currency screeners, they reflect similar data. The main indicator is indicators of overbought or oversold of a given asset, and it is usually measured in percentage terms. Using the TradingView as an example, this column will be responsible for the percentage change within a certain timeframe. Here at the moment is the daily timeframe. What does this percentage change show? This change shows how much the asset has fallen or increased within the selected trading interval. This allows us to take advantage of the basic law of the market to sell at a higher price and buy at a cheaper price. Therefore, there is a percentage change indicated here. What are the shortcomings of these screeners and flaws? The average changes in these assets are not shown or calculated here. Accordingly, you cannot understand within certain intervals at the moment the asset is oversold or not overbought, and also with regard to oversold. Basically, they all show similar data to these screeners. There are, of course, additional ones, but the main indicator is the percentage changes in the screener. According to this indicator, there are different strategies, including the pump and dump strategy, based on looking for the most oversold assets and concluding deals to reduce these assets when they are maximally repurchased. So, this is the essence of screeners. That is, show the percentage changes and thereby identify assets for which it is most favorable now. You can either buy them at the lowest possible price or sell them. Let's move on to finding out why standard online screeners are not so convenient for a trader, and then we will analyze the SoftimoTrade Screener. So here's a screener from SoftimoTrade. Here everything is quite simple and intuitive. From above, we will show the assets that are currently purchased. Accordingly, they have experienced a fairly large increase and can be considered for sale. At the bottom are the assets by which you can search for purchases, as we had a fall on them and they are oversold more than usual. I'll tell you right away why here. For example, red cells are displayed and others are not. As we know, we have many instruments and a trader is not able to track the dynamics of all instruments. Accordingly, what is the logic in this screener? The logic of this screener is as follows. We show the instruments for which we have experienced a rise or fall more than usual. We calculate statistical data based on, for example, the last 100 candles. The number of candles is set in the screener settings. The number of calculated bars here is currently 100 worth. This means that for 100 days we calculate what was the average growth of the fall. And on the basis of this, if we have an increase in the current instrument more than the average, accordingly this instrument may be corrected and this we will have a trading opportunity. Disadvantages of online screeners. I'll tell you about online screeners that are available to any user. Online screeners are such as Google Finance, TradingView, Finvas. We can open them and view them approximately. For these instruments, we show a fall during the day. It is not affected, unlike a custom screener. The ability to view how much happened within a week, month, day of any timeframe. Then it is quite difficult to find all your assets here because it does not display a specific broker. It generally shows what is happening in the market. You can, of course, sort by currencies, but also it does not calculate either the average or some other indicators that have an advantage for calculation in the SoftimoTrade Screener. There is also a TradingView screener and there are the same problems with it. Because these are global screeners, they are not tailored for traders, but maybe more for analytical areas. What will we have in the SoftimoTrade Screener and why is it generally convenient from my point of view? Firstly, it was created exclusively according to my idea. I included everything that I needed for the analysis, and therefore it is very easy to manage it. Firstly, we can bring tools here, then only which we will have in the market overview. Select the ones you need and do not need to, for example, remove. That is, we can hide certain tools, then they will not be displayed in the screener. It also turns out in the screener itself there is a screening by whether these tools are online or not online. Then it is possible not to show the instrument for which the expiration occurred. Thus, we can see only those instruments for which we can trade. Also in this screener there is an opportunity to screen out according to the trend. So what is the logic here? For example, we have a downtrend in this column. Here is an uptrend. The choice of the primary and secondary timeframes is also set in the settings. If we have a secondary, then we have two trends that must coincide in order for this instrument to fall into this column. If the button is bidirectional, that is, there may be a multidirectional trend. For example, in the daily, there is an upward trend, while H4 is secondary, it is downward. So why is it descending here and here ascending? Because the strategy followed by most traders is, for example, during a downward movement, an increase occurs and we sell with the trend. That is, accordingly, this strategy pays off. Is the same here. That is, at the bottom it is an uptrend. For example, the price fell, we bought and then followed the trend further. There is also a button that sets the coefficient. It stands for 1.2. The cells are colored red if this instrument is 1.2% higher than average. You can also specify in the settings when you click on this tool which template will be loaded from us. In the templates I have set the eye pump indicator and this easy trade pad trading panel. Accordingly, when I click on any tool for review, the selected template will open and we can immediately start the analysis. Using the indicator, we will see that we have an uptrend on most timeframes. Accordingly, approximately, we can, for example, place a pending order at this level. That's how fast trade can be made. The screener kit includes only a screener, but these two tools are provided already within the framework of separate products for an additional fee. That is, this tool allows us to analyze the entire list of instruments that are included in the market overview. Additionally, read the article one wrote on the SoftimoTrade Screener. If you have any questions, ask. I will be glad to hear your questions and comments. Subscribe to the channel. Then there will be interesting videos about the products that are developed by SoftimoTrade. I wish you successful trading. Bye.